So you've imported your first photos, but already feeling like things are a mess? Trust me when I say that organization is the secret weapon of a great photographer. Today I'm going to show you how to stay in control from the start and avoid a cluttered Lightroom catalog. Hi, I'm Zach, and in this video we're going to break down how to organize your photos in Lightroom Classic without making it complicated. We'll cover how to set up a simple folder structure, when to use collections, and how keywords can save you hours down the road. Let's jump in. First up, where should your photos actually live? On your computer or an external drive? The truth is, pick a system and stick with it. I got really tired of filling up hard drives with computers and then transferring them all off. And then then Lightroom doesn't know where those photos are anymore. So I have adopted the system of using fast external SSD drives. If I unplug the drive, sure, Lightroom won't be able to see the photo, but all I have to do is plug it back in and Lightroom knows how to find that photo on that SSD drive. There's no correct way to go about your naming method. Pick this system that works for you and stick with it. Personally, what I try to do, and I've got an example up here of two different methods. I like to name the photo session by what type of photography it is, because I do dabble in several, and then add the date after that. If I imported these photos over multiple days, this was between May 6th and 9th that I did all these photos, but I didn't have a specific photo session. These were just here and there shots. Notice on this one, this was actually a wildlife shoot, but I didn't add the type of photography I was doing to it. This is poor organization. I don't recommend this. Being detailed can save you lots of time later. Now let's talk about collections. Collections are one of Lightroom's arguably most powerful organization tools. What we're looking at over here is the standard collections, where it builds collections based on how you've rated things, recently modified, etc. is what I have up here from my last import. You can add custom collections, which we'll go into greater detail later. Right now, you just need to know that they're here, and they're very powerful if you use them appropriately. Finally, we're going to talk about keywords. Lightroom's very underrated keywording feature. It is hard to use and can sometimes feel tedious. But trust me, adding the keywords will make future you much happier when you are searching for a photo. Let's say you're looking for a photo you've taken of a very specific person or a location. If you keyword now, being able to find that photo after you have a catalog of several terabytes and tens of thousands of photos will make that much, much easier. You don't need to keyword every photo. Just simple terms like bird portraits or vacation Bahamas, etc. That's the way you're going to search for that in the future. For specifics like animals, I may add bird or cardinal, but I will always include the basic noun instead of a proper noun like cardinal. Okay, so for adding keywords, now we're back in the library module, not on the develop module, and these are the photos that I have picked from my recent photo import. Now I know this photo is a red-bellied woodpecker. So over here on the right in this section here, keywording, if you don't see this, then you've got it minimized, and this button right here will toggle it in and out. You can also get to keywording by hitting Command or Control and the 2. So if I've got it closed, Command 2 opens it up. And for this red-bellied woodpecker, I want to tag it. I want to say what it is so that when I search for it in the future, I will get this photo. So I'm going to type red-bellied woodpecker. And notice it's given me these suggestions because I've used that keyword before. Now on to the next photo. This is also a red-bellied woodpecker, but if you notice that keyword's not there. All of these photos up to this one are all the same bird, all the same species of bird. So I want to tag it for each one of them. So rather than doing one at a time, I'm going to click on the most recent one. I'm going to hold Shift, select them all. I'm going to start typing red-bellied woodpecker and click to select it. Now all of these photos have been tagged red-bellied woodpecker. Next, this is a carpenter bee. So I'm going to select all those. I'm going to type carpenter bee. And that time, instead of clicking on it, when it gave me the suggestion, I was able to just hit enter. And all 3 of those are tagged with the same tag. Next, this is a red-headed woodpecker. So I actually have to hit arrow down and hit enter. Next, we have a chipmunk. It's a funny chipmunk. Give us a little stretch. So we're going to type chipmunk. Then we have a cardinal. And then these are goldfinches. And this is a squirrel. So now I have each of these labeled with their proper name. But let's say I'm looking for just bird photos from this day in the future. Well, I've got birds up here, and this is a bird, and these are all birds, but the rest of them aren't. So I want to label all of those as birds. So I'm going to click on the first one. I'm going to hold Shift. Click on the last one there. And then I can add bird to all those. But if I hold Command and click on the next one, and then Command and click on the next one, and then I've got the rest of these here, then I add Shift to my keystroke. So now I'm holding Command and Shift. Now I've selected all the bird photos, and I've left everything else out. And I click over here in the keywords. I type a comma to get a new tag, and then bird. And now that's added bird to every one of those highlighted photos. And that's it for today. Now you've got a clean start. You've organized photo library. You've picked the photos that you want to edit or work on. You've added keywords, which you can later use towards a collection if you choose. Organization is one of the most important parts of your photography journey, and getting this right the first time will save you so many headaches down the road. In the next video, we'll tackle one of the hardest parts in more detail, which is culling your photos quickly and efficiently so that you spend less time sorting and more time editing your best photos. Here's a little teaser. There's a super quick keyboard shortcut that lets you delete all of your rejected photos from your disk with just a couple of clicks, not just from Lightroom, but off of your drive entirely to free up space. If you are a wildlife photographer like I am, then I may take 1,000 photos in a day and only edit 5 to 20 of them. And deleting all of those rejected, out of focus, poorly framed shots off of my hard drive saves a massive amount of space. I shoot with an A7R III. It's got a high megapixel count. Photos usually come in around 40 to 45 megabytes, and they take up a ton of room. So stick around, and we'll get to that in the next video. If you're enjoying this series, hit subscribe, drop a comment below if you have a favorite organization method you want to share, or if there's something you're still struggling with, I'd love to hear about it.